Welcome to Game and Grain. I'm your player one, Richard, and today we're going to take a look at 6 things that every whiskey noob should know. So grab your controllers, pour yourself a dram, and let's get into it. Number 1, building relationships. Building relationships can look different from person to person. One example of this can be as simple as having a conversation with an employee at your local liquor store. If an employee asks you if you need any help, be sure to introduce yourself and to get their name. This will allow you to ask for them next time you come in. Once you've located your item, be sure to ask, are there any store exclusives or bottles that they prefer or enjoy? Whenever possible, be sure to buy something, even if it's small. These tiny acts just might grant you an opportunity to get that unicorn or allocated bottle that you've been looking for. Another example is to join an organization or club. A great place to start would be Facebook or Discord. This also allows you the opportunity to bond with like-minded individuals. Depending on the size, you might have the opportunity to join in on a bottle share, a bottle pick, or even a private distillery tour. Number 2, whenever possible, try before you buy. Chances are, as a whiskey noob, or even veteran, you've bought a bottle that you thought would be great and it just didn't hit. Liquor store tasting bars are a great way for you to try before you buy. Nowadays, many liquor stores have a tasting bar in store for you to sample many of their products and store exclusives. If you're lucky enough to be a part of a group, bottle shares are another great way for you to try a variety of whiskeys. For those unfamiliar with bottle shares, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a group of individuals that bring a bottle to share with friends. Number 3, don't go chasing those big name distilleries. Buffalo Trace, Wild Turkey, and Jim Beam all make phenomenal products, but because they have the ability to mass produce, sell at lower price points, and to flood the market, they often overshadow some of the smaller, lesser-known distilleries. There are so many great smaller craft distilleries out there trying new and innovative ways of making whiskey. A perfect example of this would be Minden Mill, located in Nevada. They have custom-built rickhouses that can replicate the humidity and temperature of both Kentucky and Scotland. And because so many of these distilleries are family-owned or owned by smaller organizations, they often have the freedom and flexibility of trying new things that some of the larger distilleries can't. A couple of my favorite are Crittenden's Cut Above, Detling, and K-Luke. Number 4, everyone's palate is different. It's important to remember that everyone's palate is different. You may enjoy the peaty smokiness of an American single malt, and your friend might enjoy the spicy, minty notes of a rye. Once you've found that whiskey sweet spot, do your research and see if you can find other brands or distilleries that make whiskey similar to what you enjoy. And remember, don't judge your friends for having a different palate. Instead, maybe ask them for a pour. Who knows? You might just like it. Number 5, price doesn't equal quality. Oftentimes, we associate price with quality, and that can be true sometimes as it relates to whiskey. Without getting into it too much, whiskey professionals believe that you should charge roughly $10 for each year that the whiskey sits in the barrel. In theory, the longer that the whiskey is in the barrel, the richer and more developed the flavors will become. Because of that theory, some companies will charge you an arm and a leg for their products. But there are a lot of great whiskeys out there that won't break the bank. Benchmark Full Proof retails for around $25. Russell's 10-year retails for around $40. Knob Creek 9 retails for approximately $41. And Green River Full Proof retails for around $50. Number 6, drink with friends. What's better than hanging out with your friends and sharing a great pour of whiskey, reliving fond memories, or discussing how you can make new ones? Either way, whiskey always tastes better with the ones that you love. Alright, those were 6 things that every whiskey noob should know. Please be sure to like this video. If there's something that I forgot to include, please leave it down in the comments, and if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm your player 1 Richard. This is Game and Grain. Have a good one.